Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. We're playing Kaiser Jacob IV, the Crusader, a man who's stressed and impressed by all of what's going on, but he has managed to unify most of the German territories. He's managed to subdue France multiple times. He managed to add Germany here, German parts here. Oh, we have Kiev here independent. Interesting. But also a man that has angered the whole world. He's a menace. Also, he, of course, brought Egypt here, and I also saw that our little protege here, he is actually rapidly expanding also here in these lands, because he has 12,000 troops against the Byzantines, only 10. Oh no, he's the 75k. Alright. Thought they had 10. I clicked on somebody else earlier, I think. 35k. But yeah, they're a small power, and certainly they would probably be conquered if they were independent, but if they're under the umbrella of the Crusader here, they are protected. Nobody can take anything from them, and they can take some offensive wars when the enemy is weak to expand them. Yeah, same as the territories over here. So this is amazing. The empire grows under the guidance of King Jacob, Kaiser Jacob, and he's an amazing character, of course. Really fascinating person, but yeah, he's a little bit depressed, and also everybody in the world considers him a menace. 100% threat level from people joining his empire voluntarily and non-voluntarily, I think. Yeah, that'll take a bit of time to decay. 477 months, that's like 20 odd years or so. So we'll be a little bit peaceful, at least for the foreseeable future. But one thing that I've been pondering is we're already expanding here at this Würzburg University. Is it possible for us to have a secondary great work? Because maybe he's a very Christian man. Maybe it would be appropriate for us to build a cathedral. We need a personal wealth of 3,000. Yeah. Let's aim for that. Let's build a cathedral here in Aschaffenburg on the Main River. Something that will last generations and honor God forever and ever. I think that is very appropriate. So we can also get our guys back home here to Würzburg. And maybe we can increase our retinue as well. Yes, we can. Just a bit. Yeah, what can I say? We've been naughty. 95% everybody would join against us if you attacked anybody, no matter what religion. They would just all gang up on us. If we're below 95, at least our own religion would maybe not defend the other religions. And yeah, no, consider it threatening enough that even your own religious head and holy orders from you. Okay, yeah, we're definitely need to figure this out. Warring reports have reached you regarding his our steward, or marshal actually. He's been using soldiers to extort money. Wow, that is really bad, especially here in he's no longer marshal, loses prestige. Yeah, I will throw him out of his office. Can also imprison him. Can I also give him... Can I not tell him like that he's forgiven somehow? That would be nice. So for now we have this marshal. Maybe we'll get him back in office later. Some Polish rebels fighting here in our territories. Maybe you should go back to Poland, guys. You're just crossing over to this Polish territory. So be it. Monthly expenses are quite high, probably to reinforce soldiers as well. Can I actually look at that somewhere? If I looked at my topmost title, yeah. So we have income 144 from our own territories, feudal tax 218 thereabout, 100 from cities, 100 from that. Retinue upkeep is pretty high. Great work construction is 46 per year. Okay. You make a nice plus of 400 a year. I find it curious that the Catholic priests are constantly pestering Duke, no matter what he promises to do, or no matter how much money he bestows to the Catholic Church. I know what he could do. He would be very grateful. Yeah. Let's help him. So our domain is too big now because we built a new castle. So about that. That should have increased it. But it didn't. The other option is, of course, I mean, we cannot change it. This already gives us more stewardship. Interesting. Then maybe it's time for my second son, young as he is, maybe, to get his own castle. I think so. Unfortunately, the pickings are a little bit slim for women. Maybe this countess here could be interesting. 7 years older is still appropriate, I think. Okay, young boy, you will own Battenberg. That's a new one. Battenberg Castle. I will also build it up for you a little bit. But we also need to save money for even bigger construction. So about obligations. Right now they are taxed quite towards providing troops. I think that is appropriate for now. An uprising. Sunni uprising. Probably in Egypt. Yes. Well, that should be no problem at all to deal with. I lose the Salian. My favorite subject does not interest me. That is incredible change, since he's the ultra Christian. Yeah, that's why we have these troops stationed here essentially, because they just make this almost a trivial affair to deal with. So going over the Sinai Peninsula here to deal with these rebels, and that was no problem at all. Stand them down. Let's unassign the leaders here. No need for them to hang out in Egypt, and we're going back to Giza, sorry. And this idiot will be executed for his insolence. Okay, dealt with beautifully. So we can create like the Duchy of Nordgau. There's not really an incentive for that, I think. He is just a count, and he is part of Meissen. He's however the Duke of Meissen. I mean, unless I wanted to make the... I mean, ideally, if there was somebody here, I would pull them out. My father-in-law. Yeah, this doesn't really make sense. King of Franconia, no. Here, the Duchy of Bohemia, though. That's interesting. That's very interesting, though. Like, you are currently part of Bavaria. You're part of Meissen. Most of them are part of Meissen here. Should we make the Meissen guy part of Bohemia? I mean, that would make her a little bit too powerful. I don't want to have her control all of this area over here. But it would also give us maybe the option of attacking Poland later. That's the advantage. Right now it's not necessary evil, but also she could then be in position maybe, or her, yeah, later. Okay, let's leave that option open on the table, but for now it's not really one anyway. .097. Okay, my guy here has the sure war against Italy. Okay, that's the type of wars that I'm talking about. That's the thing, like, they are really powerful king vassals. I like those king vassals that they're able to just kick ass on their own without us actually taking part of it. So, okay, sure, you want to do something, feel free. So if he also were the king of Italy, we could form the Holy Roman Empire. Of course, that is not needed, I guess. We have a much better empire. Legalism, centralized. Let's try it. Melee techniques, sure. Trade practices, trade value. Yes, we want to have more money, please. The monthly expenses are quite substantial as well. Yeah, I think what I would generally would like to do is lower the obligations here and let them give us more money, I guess. Although money is technically worth it. I just need the money right now. The church wants to organize a miracle play for the local saint in our domain. It's for the glory of God. I think we're still a Christian and known to be a Christian, so we will not reject them. But we definitely want to save our own money a bit. I think maybe we also want to collect money, because the construction speed is not that important for us right now. Okay, you get some points. So let's see how that actually affects things. Around 33 was what we had before as well. Maybe the next month. 35, that was barely worth it to move him over there. How much more is that? Local tax plus 50%. The defensive pact still remains strong, but we're crossing below the 95% threshold, and as you have more threat, the radius of who can join also increases, so bit by bit people will fall out just from distance. Then maybe not the steppe nomads will no longer care about us, only the people actually in our vicinity. 35, that's crazy that's so little. I was hoping it would be much more actually. I think I will move him back over to construction speed. Not sure if construction speed had any impact, but for paying 2 per month, then construction speed would be really good if it was sped up, right? We also have the tavern here. So the tavern might allow me to remove stress. How? It's just a chance, or because I am stressed. Or can I go to the tavern? I think there's just a chance that it removes stress. I'm not sure how it works. But I'm still severely disappointed that we got 1/4 of a university. I was really thinking that we would get the full university at least. And that you can just get upgrades then. I mean, I guess it already... okay. As the farmers prepare for sowing their spring crops, your court chaplain suggests that you bring out the holy relic in procession of blessing the fields. Yes, it will bless the lands and pacify the... Or I could become cynical. I don't know if he would become cynical. When he's depressed and stressed. Humble, brave, kind, patient, a crusader. He has fallen out with God a little bit, but he's still gonna be there for them. So the tavern actually was one of the buildings. We didn't really investigate too much what else we could have built here. We could have built something else. Maybe that would have been smarter. Technology points, Guardians of Knowledge, minor title. Dynastical opinion is also interesting. Local movement speed, levy size, siege defense and monthly prestige. Supply limit, garrison size, local tax modifiers. Like out of those, I think the prestige ones could be interesting mostly. Levy size. I think that's also local only, right? Yeah. I mean, I think like these effects are for the cost, they are way too little. But they're kind of a money sink, I guess. That's the idea. Okay, I guess you're over in the east. Nope. Okay. Okay, let's run the game a bit faster. Kriemhild, beautiful name. And our spy master needs to be replaced. The Duke of Alsace, who is a possessed individual. Not on my watch, I would say. The Duke of Burgundy. That sounds reasonable. And you can study technology with the Pope. Large caravan, let them in. He tells us tales of Hindustan. And he gets us a guy, sure. We will take this guy off your hands if you don't want him. Evening at the tavern. Warm light, accompanied by the lively rumors of conversation. Spills out the tavern close to the Würzburg University as Grand Master of the Knights of Calvatar walks past. He's our friend, actually. What do you say about a cup of something soothing? Lead the way. There might be consequences. I'm more interested in continuing the discussion. I think let's say lead the way. We lost stress. Okay. We'll park our retinue down here in France. They're on a summer vacation. In October. Lala. No idea who she is. Sure. She's become brave. Alright. After the initial visit to the tavern to the Würzburg University, I've been not able to keep away. More often than not, I find myself seeking the comfort of a big cup of beer after a long day. Pour me another one. And I became, instead of stressed, I became a drunkard. Not ideal. Not ideal. Definitely fallen a bit from grace here. Managing a large staff of servants in your castle is like a small realm. There are many duties to be performed. Getting things run smoothly is a true challenge. You've spent more time reorganizing your household and your stewardship has improved. Alright, that's good. Depressed and drunkard, definitely not ideal. Wonder if there's a chance for us to get rid of those. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with the Duke of Chamava. It's not my friend, another one. It's lovely, yet I am mostly charmed by himself. Why else would he not immediately stop our conversation, which has slowly become to heretical ideas? If you do not ask questions, why did God make us curious? We should not speak of this. think we should not speak of this. I think we're still a little bit intimidated by the religious aspects of things. God has given us a lot, but he also made us a little bit depressed right now. Alright, he learned something in Rome. Very good, very good, very good. So we're still saving up for our grand work. We're still improving with somebody that you probably can just improve in general. And here you just can improve the construction. And here, sorry, I didn't want to raise the troops. No, that was not the intention. In Aschaffenburg, we will build a grand cathedral. And we have another small revolt up here in the middle of nowhere. But that is not to fear, because we have our troops here. And on the way there we can also quickly... Oh, my game is hanging a bit. Okay, now it's working again. We can also pick up a few of our retinue troops here. What is these? She's again involved in some war that she's losing, right? It seems that way, yeah. Yeah, I think in more capable hands this would be already be expanded significantly. Brunhilde, Grimhilde and Brunhilde, very good names from the saga of the Burgundians. I'm married to a woman that I love, and it's such a blissful state. I wish everyone could experience love such as ours. Well, right, alright. I'm no longer depressed because of the love to my wife. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, another rebellion gone. And another... then stay in the dungeon then. If I cannot execute you. Wonder if we will be able to connect maybe at some point our territories. That would be beautiful. Of course, I guess we will never be able to connect Egypt. That would be crazy if we conquered all of the Byzantine Empire. I don't see that. Maybe inherited. That would be a state of possibility. I find it curious that the Catholic priests are constantly pestering him. Well, I can help him. And I think we are at a good point to build our church, our cathedral. Okay, Turnic War, Queen Cecile and the Pomeranian Revolt. It's this guy. I think she will be able to take with him. Yeah, for sure. That should be no problem at all. And we will start the construction of the Grand Cathedral of Aschaffenburg. 5 per month. That will drain our coffers quite severely, and it will be another project for a century basically, because it will be again only like 1/4 of a church, not a full church. With the cathedral, though, I understand it sort of. They do take quite a long time. And I guess let's talk to the Pope. It's never. Oh well, we have personally very good opinion with him because we're both Crusaders, I suppose. And our income is absolutely insane, nonetheless. So no matter what we do well. So advisor, the chancellor. Let's take a look at the chancellor. Here we don't have such great candidates, unfortunately. Let's put the Frisian man here in charge, that he at least feels important, and I will put him I would actually prefer as a marshal. Yeah, let's put him as a marshal now. He returned. He will return now. And then the Duke of Alsace can take an advisor position, that's also fine. Poland is looking very strong. It's a primogeniture that's really keeping it in check. And yeah, there's primogeniture for Bavaria as well, so they just inherited both. Yaksa. Yeah, it would of course be good if Bavaria were to pass out here, and then that would be part of our realm. But Poland is very strong, very centralized, and very excommunicated. But there's still no chance for us to pull anything here. So we need a regent. Yeah, of course our protege from Egypt would take that. That is natural. How's our son doing, by the way? Conscientious. Okay. Well, it's developing for a 9-year-old. Of course, it takes a long time. Lots of peasants have been moving to the county of Aschaffenburg. Sure, oversee the construction of some defenses. New roads, actually. We can afford that. Money continues to flow through the trade post in Al-Arish, but your relationship with the merchant family has soured. To teach them a lesson without going to war, you could arrange for the mob to burn it down. No, I think things can escalate quickly. I don't want to have any trouble in Egypt. Let the local rulers down there take care of that. And Prince Kuno, he requires a focus. Let's be focused on thrift for him. How's the little squabble going up there? Yes, she has already managed to get it. So my liege, deserving recognition. He wants Aschaffenburg. Absolutely no, that's completely out of the question. Yeah, some duchess here in the Netherlands. Like I think she's a little bit stupid. That's what she is. In fact, if I can transfer you to the Frisian king, that would be ideal. But that's out of the question somehow. Well, that's fine. What about Cleve? I could give him that, but I don't like that Baden is there. Yeah, once something is under a king, it kind of stays there. So as the farmers prepare to sow their spring crops, again with this, but at least we're not depressed anymore, but okay. If we were still depressed, I might have said that we might become cynical just from getting sick of this, but at this point I think we're just getting drunk and don't caring about it. Alliance with the Vice, perfectly well. Is there any other holdings that we could build? No. What opportunity we have? Recruiting a court physician, so let's do that. And a German mystic. Ugh. No, I think not. I think not. I think that's a little bit too wild. Like, we're not gonna get some Odin worshipper here. Like that's a little bit too wild for our guy. Like, we're not like super religious anymore, but we're not crazy. It's the last thing we want. No, we actually need to build up our territories here. I constantly forget. Oh my god. She actually lost the kingdom. Now he... Oh my god. One of our own here is becoming the lord. Congratulations to you. Congratulations here. Are in order. You're a little bit stressed. Let me send my emissary to talk to you about this whole thing. Why is he so bad at this? How can you be so bad at this? What's the problem? Greedy, deceitful. What's state diplomacy? Okay, what happened to you? How did you fall so far from grace? Like, there are better people than that, right? No. Oh my god. My diplomats are all failing me. Like, as a diplomat myself, this is pretty shameful. Okay. Don't know who she is. The idea of being celibate is inspiring, especially since I have more than enough children. A friend of mine became celibate long ago. Well, so homosexual, Crusader, Grandmaster, okay. I'd like to know more about celibacy. I think actually, maybe yes. Yeah. Yeah, I will ask him some questions about celibacy. I have chosen to live my life in celibacy, but the choice has not easily made. No matter what I tell you, I cannot make you choose, to be honest. I think celibacy is right for you. The bitter truth is, slips made me reconsider it. Well, he actually perhaps made the wrong choice, was his thought, I think. Sure. And we are training our commanders. I knew there was a huge bear somewhere near the caves of Witzburg, and the courtier of mine insisted to come along when my men went to hunt for it. Well, there's no way you will join us. I mean, honestly, if the spy master of Burgundy wants to go, then let him go. The beast was huge, bigger than any bear I've ever seen. I fought him bravely, but only managed to slay him after I wounded several of my men. I could not save everyone, so he gets wounded and he's a bit pissed off at us. Or I could save him. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a good judge of character, right? I mean, I would understand that he's not a good fighter, even though he is, actually. So I managed to save him, sure. It's been quite some time since I regularly went out hunting or training for combat. My body may no longer be what I used to, but spending more time at home with my beautiful wife gives me all the happiness I need in life. Oh, that's so sweet. I don't care, the only thing that matters to me is my family, and I become fat. Or no, this is too much, I need a diet. So how would we judge him? Like, he is actually diligent, like he's patient, he understands that maybe he went in the wrong way also with this whole drinking binge. Yeah, I think he will actually try to get on a diet. He will try to push himself. The Croatians want a non-aggression pact. Honestly, that's fine. I don't think they will attack us anyway, and we don't really have any ambitions with them, so it's fine. I think there's no benefit for us, to be honest, but it's fine. Several taverns owner in Würzburg have come forward to your court to complain against King Albert the Temmerer. Apparently he's gotten on drunk ramblings. The King of the Arls, okay. He's gotten so drunk on the rampages that all their establishment that they're demanding compensation. The king claims he has no memory of the night in question. Well, we're good friends, we're drinking buddies. I mean, I would probably talk to him. Like, I'm kind, I'm honest. He has to compensate them. Yeah. Sorry, my friend, but he will have to compensate these owners of the establishment. My diet is paying off. It has not been easy, but I think I'm finally managing to get back in shape. The old clothing are fitting again, they're no longer too large. I can run a flight of stairs without being drenched in sweat. Perfect. So the emir of the Mukharabit Empire has declared a Mukharabit war for Shiva's claim on whatever. Is that now like a nonsense war where everybody joins, like the whole defensive pact? No, right? Because can you tell me, how did he get that idea to do that? That seems like a not so smart idea, in my view. Okay, that's like 25,000 troops. That should be more than enough, if not all the defensive pacts joins in at least. It's just like a claimant war, at least as far as I see. For some woman. For some random woman. Maybe that was like, I think there was some favors she had to like repay or whatever, I don't know. That makes like no sense, right? Like this little, it's like, it's such a nuisance to go down there for us. Okay, I'm not gonna end the episode before this war because this is kind of ridiculous. Let's just quickly deal with that. Okay, there they are. Okay, commander improved, very well. And we're not even assigning anybody to fight there for us. Okay, this territory is a little bit garbage, so send only half of them down there, and the other people here actually, can you just stay here and just see where they retreat to, because then we can hunt them down. Ugh. Okay, come down here. I think they will go back to their territory. That's, I think, the... No, they are not. Right? Okay, I think we're gonna retract them already, because they're just getting weaker. So, my son, he has been opening my letters. I think you could use some practice reading. I think we're not gonna be cruel. That's not us. My wife is pregnant again, so the celibacy thing. Yeah, our guy told us about like what celibacy actually means, and we were like, no thank you. The peasant accused of murder is dragged before your court. His wife and children were found butchered in a small hut. Oh my god, that's terrible. The animal must be hanged. I mean, even if it's a wrong conviction, at least he goes with his wife and children. Okay, let's go back up here. No idea where the enemy is, but it doesn't matter anyway, because... So what do we get? 272 gold for this absolute nonsense here. Where is our retinue? Do we have almost all of our retinue? It's only those 500 left. No, there's 200,000 here. Right. Alright, then everybody go back home. And I'll end the episode here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.